Howdy Doody! Welcome to JRC Basketball. I'm your host, Gerald Central. And today, we're getting prepared for the NBA regular season. So let's go over some stuff based on this league that I want to learn this year. One player or thing from every team. There are some exceptions. That's why I did team, there's one thing in general, for the team as a whole. Just questions that I'm going to ask throughout the year. Not like wanting to learn more about a specific thing, because I'll do that any day anyway. It's just questions for the season that I want to follow on a month-to-month basis, pretty much. There are some questions that are cliffhangers. There's some stuff that are ending questions, basically is this going to happen, blah, 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 blah. We'll have to wait till the end of the season. So, yeah, we'll get right into it. Every team, one player, one thing. So let's get right into it. We're going to start off. We're going to go by league and division. Okay, so we're starting off with the East. And we are going to start off, what is their league called? I'm not going to say their league, but we're just going to go through it and you'll figure it out. So we're starting off with Boston, the Boston Celtics. This player is Dennis Schroeder. Okay, the question is, will his role help the Celtics? I'm not sure it will. He is a point guard, I guess. He can be off the bench. I don't know where they would put him. There's plenty of depth in this team. But is his style of playing good for the Celtics? I don't see how he'll be able to help Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. So we'll have to wait and see. That's my question for your Celtics. The next one is the Brooklyn Nets. Let's see if we can get this. And the player is Kyrie Irving. Now, he did not accept to get a vaccination. You know, my personal belief, I feel like you should have the right whether or not you should take the vaccine. It's your right, okay? I'm not a political guy, so we're not going to go there. But, which I kind of did. But anyway, he didn't get a vaccination. New York is requiring, in order for him to play, well, basically the rule is if you're in a crowded gym, you have to have a vaccination. So it does affect him because he plays on a court, which can be considered a gym. He's in an arena with a lot of people. New York was requiring at least one vaccination. Kyrie Irving says no. Basically, fuck you. And my question is, how will home games be affected for the Nets without him playing? Because as of right now, he's not going to play any home game. He's going to be going across different courts, playing away on the road the whole entire year. But half of your games are home. So I wonder what's going to be the deciding factor for those games. I want to keep an update on the standings for the Nets when they're home and when they're away. So that's the question for the Nets. The next one is going to be your New York Knicks. It's a great orange for them, by the way. Julius Randle. Okay, the question is, will he have a similar season as 2020 to 2020-21 season? Okay, last year he had 24.1 points per game, 6 assists per game, 10.2 rebounds per game with a 45% field goal percentage and a 41% 3-point percentage. Okay, so great year. Let's see if he can repeat it. That's the question, because if he does, they're going to be a playoff team. So there you go. They have more depth. They're playing a little better. They have Kemba Walker. Guys are starting to get a lot older in the organization, so they're going to be a little more experienced. And they just went through their first playoff run in a while. So those guys, good for them. Now we're going to go, what color should I do? I'm going to go white here. The 76ers. Or should I go red? I'll go red. We'll go red. The 76ers, man, I got to go Ben Simmons. Will he stay in Philly for this season? He is not complying to play right now. They're fining him. They're suspending him for a couple games. He's not playing right now, so I don't know what's going to happen with him. Honestly, it is what it is. I'm just wondering if he's going to stay in Philly for this season, because if he doesn't, it's going to be a huge thing for the 76ers for their success. If he stays there, he's a good role player for them, but he wants to be known as something else. So I feel like there's a little bit of struggle there. There's always been struggle. And I don't think he's a good teammate. So if he can get it figured out, they'll be a good team. If he doesn't, 76ers are going nowhere. So he's kind of an X factor for that team. You have, back to red, the Raptors, Scottie Barnes, okay, a new guy. How much of an impact will he have with this team? They're not that great. They're going to be expected to be in the bottom tier of the East. I would say around 12 to 15 in that range. There are some worse teams in them, but they are very, very well right there. And Scottie Barnes, man, is he going to be good? Is he going to actually have a role? If he plays well, you might see them get to the 9th or 10th seed. Who knows? So there you go, Raptors. Next one's another red one, 3 in a row. I should have gone blue with the Philadelphia 76ers. I knew it. You have the Bulls, okay? DeMar DeRozan, okay? Trade acquisition. Will he lead the Bulls to the playoffs? It seems pretty easy to me that he will, but there could be some factors along the way. They have Lonzo Ball, which is great. I don't know how they're going to play together. There needs to be chemistry. A lot can happen in a year, especially with a new team. So you might see them in the playoffs next year. Maybe not this year. So that's a little bit of a hot take. My question is he going to make it to the playoffs with this team? I think they will, but there is a chance where, if hell breaks loose and things don't happen the way they want to. So that's why I'm bringing that up. Your next thing is the Cleveland Cavaliers. I'm going to go yellow here just to kind of change it. We'll go darker yellow. Perfect. Cavaliers, Evan Mobley. Is he a Rookie of the Year candidate? Everyone's talking about Cade Cunningham, but I think Evan Mobley is right there. I think he can compete with Cade Cunningham, and I think he will get some votes. He might be the Rookie of the Year. So I just want to point that out because the Cavaliers really had nothing else going for them. So there you go. Just look for that. The Pistons, Cade Cunningham. Let's go back to the red, okay? There we go. Will he play to his expectations? Is he able to be the number 1 overall pick in the NBA? Is he able to compete, okay? There's some backlash with certain number 1 overall picks, like always. We'll just see what happens, I'm interested. It's his first year. A lot can happen in 1 year, but this is definitely a deciding factor for Detroit and seeing their future basically come up and see what they can do. Because if they do great, their future's going to be great for the Rise. So we'll see what happens. Now for Indiana, you have your Pacers. Not much going for you, Malcolm Brogdon. My question is, will he get traded at the trade deadline? The Pacers are not a good team. I don't really care about their picture for the regular season with their predictions, whatever. I care more about Malcolm Brogdon because I think he can be a huge piece, a trade piece to be exact, for a team looking for a playoff spot. So we'll see what happens there. I'm not sure which team yet. A good guess, let me give you guys a guess. It could be the 76ers if Ben Simmons leaves. It could be, let's see, who else? I'm going to go through. Atlanta could use him. I think that'd be great. Sharing with Trae Young, I think they could put Trae Young somewhere else, not just a point guard. He could go to not Charlotte. Where else? I think maybe Washington, maybe not. But those are some potential spots for him. I think he could easily get traded this year, so be aware of that. Milwaukee, Giannis. Got a question for you, sir. Will he keep his crown? Is he going to be able to go to the playoffs? 1, hold up. And 2, is he going to be able to go to the finals? And 3, can he win it again? So there's a couple things here for Giannis. Very impressive this season last year. There were some implications of having an easier schedule than other finals champions, but he's a finals champion. You can't take that away from him. I want to see if he can get somewhat closer to what he did last year. So let's see what happens with that. Then you have Atlanta with Trae Young. That's my question for the Hawks. Trae Young. Will he get MVP talk? I think he is improving dramatically, like every year he's in the league, okay? Now, I'm not saying he's a top MVP candidate, but will he at least get some votes for first place votes? I think that could happen. We'll just see what happens. He's a scoring machine. I do think the Hawks need some more attention for their seeding if they want to see Trae Young get some MVP votes. That's pretty obvious. They need to be a good playoff team in order for them to have conversations of being an MVP. So, we'll see what happens there, but that's my question for the Hawks. The next one is the Hornets. Let's get the nice color here. Oh, yeah. The Hornets. Kelly Oubre Jr., okay? Could he be the most improved player for this year? I feel like he's going to be off the bench a lot to start out the year. I could project him as a 6th man of the year. I'm not going to. But he's starting based on the depth chart. He's going to be starting as a 6th man. So I feel like over the season, he's going to start for the Hornets, 1. And 2, he'll get some talk of being the most improved player from his previous seasons. He's already been great, but I think he's going to really prove himself this year. Okay, now back to red. We'll have the Miami Heat. There we go. Kyle Lowry, new acquisition. Question, can he lead the Heat to the finals with Butler and Oladipo? They have a potential big 3 here. Oladipo's injured right now. He might come back in November. Butler is a sensation that helped this team go to the finals in the first place. Is Kyle Lowry the guy that's going to take him there? So, pretty simple. I think it could happen. It's an obvious question, but it is an elephant in the room. It needs to be addressed. There you go. Okay. Orlando. Oh boy, Orlando. Your question, why are they participating this year? Their lineup is garbage. It's like, you're just putting in some fucking reps, getting ready for the next year. I mean, participation awards are not in the NBA, so why are you even participating? Just don't. It's a waste of time. Just forfeit every game. Be the first team to go 0-for in the whole entire year with 0 wins. Just go for it, because you'll get a first overall pick. I mean, might as well just forfeit. There you go. All right. The next one is Washington. Your Washington Wizards. We have Kyle Kuzma, okay? Is this his final destination? I think if he is able to get a starting role and he's able to present himself on the court as a favorite player alongside Bradley Beal in Washington, he might stay there for the rest of his career. I think this is a true piece for him. I thought he was going to be a Laker, but that's not true. It's not obvious. They want Russell more. But I think because of bad blood, maybe some ideas of being a traitor, not him, but like the Lakers kind of just, kicking him in the dirt. He might want some revenge. He might want to stay there and build a team himself. Over time. It's not going to happen in 2 years. It might happen in 5 years. Who knows? But that's my question for Kyle Kuzma. Is this his final destination? We're heading to the West, okay? Here we go. The Denver Nuggets. This is an interesting team this year. I'm not going to lie. Let me get the color first. There we go. It's an interesting team, okay? I don't know what's going to happen. They don't have Jamal Murray. So your question is, Nikola Jokic, is he enough for a playoff run? My projections were for them to be an 8th seed. I don't know if it's going to happen. Nikola's great, but they need more depth. He's a great fantasy scorer, okay? MVP, awesome, but I don't know if he's enough. I don't know. That's why I have the question. It's a little bit more of a hot take, but it's a question that should be addressed. So there you go. Then you have Minnesota. Okay. Let me find a good color for them. I'm going to go blue here. I'm going to stay with it because might as well a little darker. Did you see the difference? Timberwolves. Are they a playoff team? I'm making it a more general thing. Are they a playoff team? I think they have some pieces. Really good pieces that they just added to, like Patrick Beverley. A little bit of bias, not going to lie. But Cat can have a great year. Okay, D'Angelo Russell. They can be good, okay? Anthony Edwards coming off for his 2nd year. They could be a playoff team. Just watch out. This could be a dark horse team, so be aware of that. We have Oklahoma City Thunder. Let's get a nice light blue. That's not that good. Hold up. That's better. That's a good one right there. I like that. Let me try if I can find a better one, though. That's okay. How about this one? This one? Let's go this one. Why not? Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, you're the only guy that should be getting a question, and the question is, why the fuck have you not left? There is nothing to help you there. It's basically for you to rot and burn, and I don't know why you're staying there. You need help. Get the fuck out there. Help a playoff team. You deserve it. Clipper love. Come back to LA. We love you. Okay? We love you. Don't burn. Don't rot over there. Okay? Come back. Come back, baby. Come on. Come back. Now we have the Portland Trailblazers. We need a little bit of red. Let's get the red. There we go. Larry Nance Jr., are you the help that Portland needs? Portland has a great lineup. They've always had. But they always struggle to get into situations for success in the playoffs. I don't know what's going on with this team, but they look great. And then when the playoffs come around, they just don't know what the fuck they're doing. So I think Larry Nance is great depth, but is he enough? Is he the help that needs to help this team get to a playoff run? I don't think so, but Portland might. I don't know. It's a question, you know? Some questions are stupid, but this is the question. So there you go. Golden State. All right, we're going to go nice yellow here. It's a nice yellow. Klay Thompson, obvious one. This is the elephant in the room for the Warriors. Is he coming back as the Klay Thompson that we remember? He was a scoring sensation alongside Seth Curry. Did I say Seth? No, I didn't. Steph Curry. Oh, God. I'm going to get some fucking hate from Golden State for that one. But they were the best shooting duo the sport has ever seen. Is he going to come back and be the same? I don't think so, okay? He's been off of 2 knee injuries in back-to-back seasons. It kept him from the court for 2 seasons, and I don't think he's going to be the same player. I don't think so. He might. I hope he is. Okay, I'm a Clippers fan. I don't like the Warriors. I don't like some of their players, but I always hope that every player can play to their greatest potential. I don't want injuries to hold anyone back. I don't. Okay, even LeBron James. I don't want to see that. I don't. I want everyone to play to their greatest competition that they can. Okay, that's just the best thing for the sport. Never injuries, never. But are we going to see Klay Thompson like we used to? So that's my question for your Warriors. Now we're going to go to my team. Let's go blue since my hat's more blue than anything. The Clippers. All right, Paul George. Can you lead a team without Kawhi? You did that in the playoffs last year, but that was a certain situation where you were in a corner. You showed you're finally a playoff player, which is great. Okay, playoff P is actually a good thing now, which is great. But Kawhi out for 2/3 of the season, potentially the whole season. What are you going to do about it? Okay, you need to show that you can lead a team and that no one should be saying Kawhi and the Clippers. They should be saying Kawhi, Paul George, and the Clippers. I think you are equally as good as Kawhi Leonard, maybe a little bit worse, but hey, you're right up there with him. Can you lead this team? Can you? That's my question, okay? A high expectation for you. I would not be disappointed if you failed, but we need you right now. So see what you can do. Let's go. The Lakers. Oh boy, Lakers. Oh man. Kind of more as a team question, okay? How can they not fail, all right? What is their weakness? I can't find a weakness right now. I need some help, okay? I need some help. I don't know what. I don't know who, what, when, where, or why. That doesn't make sense, but who's going to take them down? Who the fuck is going to take down this Lakers team? I don't see it. I don't see it. God help us all. The Big Four is here, and we need some fucking help. It's code red, okay? So now we have the Phoenix Suns. This is a long video, by the way, so if you guys are still here, thank you. That's fucking awesome, by the way. But yeah, it's already 18 minutes. We're going through every team, so I'm sorry. It's kind of like a podcast, so treat it like that. Phoenix Suns. This is as a big picture for the team. Can they make the finals again? I don't think so. They have so much competition in the West. If there are no injuries, you know, they're not going to make it. But that's my question. Are they able to prove that they can? Okay. Dallas, your Mavericks. This is more of a team question as well. Are you, like, who is going to be the guy to duo with Luka Doncic? Because right now, Kristaps Porzingis is not doing it. They need to find someone on that team or on the trade market to come and basically duo with Luka Doncic, because we've all seen that Doncic is not enough. He needs someone else to help him out, which is completely fine. You know, I'm not saying he's a bad player. He's an MVP caliber player every year he plays, okay? But he needs someone. He needs someone to help him. So that's my question. Who will it be? Who will be the duo guy? We have Houston, your Rockets. This one's a hot take. My question is, as a team, can you surprise the NBA this year? Can you be the dark horse team that Houston is praying that you will be? I think you guys can. I mean, my projections don't really show it, but I can see them being a playoff team. I can see them actually doing some great things in Houston this year. You just have to wait and see, okay? So that's my question. You know, are you going to surprise the NBA? So there you go. Memphis. You're a very confusing team. Okay, one of the most confusing teams this year. You made the play-in last year. You fell apart against the Warriors. I mean, what else? I guess what we should be saying is, as a whole, will they make the playoffs? I don't think they will. I mean, a lot of teams improved. I don't believe Memphis took the right action in order to improve. They tried to, but it was the wrong move with Steven Adams. I think they fucked up, got rid of Valanciunas, okay? That was a bad decision. You cannot replace him with Steven Adams and hope for success. I'm sorry. I don't think they're going to be good this year. I don't. They're going to be at least 11th, 12th, okay? So, sorry. I'm sorry. I just realized I don't have the Spurs on here, but the Spurs don't really matter. So, yeah, okay. Your Pelicans are your last one on this list because there's no Spurs. There might be a team I missed too, so I'm sorry. I'm going to double check that after I'm done with this video, actually. Well, during the video, so I can show which teams I missed. We have the Pelicans. We have two players to ask questions, and they're going to kind of combine this. Devante Graham and Jonas Valanciunas. Are you guys going to help get this team to the fucking playoffs? Because they already had guys, okay? Brandon Ingram, Zion Williamson. They had Lonzo Ball. Not anymore, but they used to. Are all these guys going to come together and make this team a playoff team for once? Like, let's get it going, okay? Come on. Get to the playoffs. We need to see Zion in the playoffs. Let's get it happen. What? Let's make it happen. There we go. All right, let's see which teams I missed. I know I missed the Spurs. I don't really care about the Spurs, so maybe that was a blessing in disguise. I don't have a question for them. I don't. But let me just double check the other teams that I missed. Let's see here. Yeah, that was really the last team, so I missed them. And the Kings. I missed the Kings. I missed the Jazz. Oh my God. Okay, so the Jazz. My question is Donovan Mitchell going to stay healthy? He's been having some injuries, problems recently, and I don't know, without him, on the team, on the roster, healthy, I don't know if they're going to be successful. They need him to step up. The Kings, are you going to surprise the NBA? I think this could be a playoff team. I think there's going to be some guys in this team that want to prove something, and there are going to be some guys that, oh man, you watch out, they might see themselves as a playoff team and be a successful team at that in the playoffs, okay? Not just like a first rounder, a second rounder, okay? So be aware of that. I'm sorry I missed those teams. The Spurs, I'm still not going to talk about them because I don't care about them. But, yeah, that's it. I missed 3 teams because I don't know how, but I just did. So you guys take care. Thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully this gave you some interest for your team, whoever they are. If you have a favorite NBA team, please in the comments tell me which one it is. And also, give me a question that you think should be addressed for your team that I didn't go over. So, sorry. We'll see you guys later, and be great.